You've probably seen a lot of Instagram pictures of the huge lavender fields in France, but if you live in Southern California, we found a local option for you to check out instead.
Hi, I'm Adam,
And I'm Phoebe.
and we're the couple behind In the Great Wide. Some friends asked us to go on a double date to the Lavender Festival, which is about 90 minutes east of LA near Riverside at 123 Farm.
Yeah, it is a working farm, but they host a lavender festival every summer, and the peak time to go is mid June to mid July.
We went in early June, so most of lavender hadn't bloomed yet, but it was still a lovely time.
They have 20 acres of lavender fields to walk around in, and tons of lavender infused food, drinks, and products to buy.
There's live music, garden tours, and a tractor pulled wagon tour.
So there's a lot of things to do. For 2023, they've changed their hours, so it's open from 5 to 10 p.m. every day except Tuesdays.
It's a perfect time to avoid super hot afternoons, but still get amazing photos during golden hour.
And they've also added 100,000 lights around the property. So they come on at dusk, and it's so pretty.
It's really cool. It was very unexpected. It was really
Yeah.
cool. There's lots of nooks and crannies to explore. Like they have a tree tunnel.
Hmm.
There's random chandeliers hanging from the trees, small tables tucked away in the trees outside of the main food court area.
Yeah, we started at the outdoor food court where everything is lavender infused. They have multiple booths to choose from, including a lavender grill and barbecue booth, a sourdough pizza booth, burger and fries booth, plus
And
like lavender
yeah,
dessert.
a lavender lemonade stand and a lavender bar.
Yes, the
Yeah,
bar, the lavender
the
bar.
the food's a little pricey, just but you have to accept it because it's part of the experience. But it's all about the lavender, and
Yeah,
where else are you going to go get all of these lavender infused foods?
yeah. So Adam got a cheeseburger. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, and Phoebe got a lavender marinated beef
I
sandwich.
had to go with the lavender infused something or other. And it didn't taste much of lavender, but it was tasty, but you couldn't really taste the lavender.
It looked really good. It looked tasty.
Yeah.
Our friends got a fig and goat cheese pizza from the sourdough pizza booth, which looked a little smaller than we expected.
Yeah, one of them is pescatarian, so her only options were from the pizza booth. Now we know that there is another food hall in another area that had a couple more vegetarian options. Um,
Yeah, I didn't even know that existed until literally right now. So
I was just looking at the map more closely,
yeah,
and I was like, oh, there was this whole other area that
food
we
hall.
didn't
Yeah,
explore.
yeah,
But if you have dietary restrictions, make sure you look at their menu on their website before you go, because depending on what restriction you have, they may just not have food options for you.
yeah, yeah. You got to be really careful. Definitely look up online and
Yeah.
prepare. Definitely
Yeah,
prepare.
but that's something that they could definitely improve on, is having more vegetarian options. I don't think they had any gluten-free
No,
options.
no.
So just be aware if you have dietary restrictions.
Now there are no rules we could find on their website about bringing in outside food.
Yeah, it just says no outside drinks except for reusable water bottles, and no picnicking. Meaning they don't allow you to like have a picnic in the lavender fields. But there are lots of communal tables at the outdoor food court, so you do have somewhere to like sit down and eat. It's in a big open area with some tall trees, so it's pretty well shaded.
Yeah,
So it's not like you're sitting in direct sunlight.
the trees were amazing. It was really incredible.
It was pretty.
There was
Yeah.
live music there in that little courtyard area, plus a
Hmm.
few yard games. It's really the heart of the festival, like where you can, if people wander off in a group, people wander off, you'll always meet back at
At that food
that
court.
food court.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's an easy meeting spot. And
yeah.
most of the tours start from somewhere in that area as well, but most of the tours only happen once a day. So again, look at the most current schedule on their website before you go, so you don't miss what you want to do.
Yeah,
Because I would have loved to do the winery tour that they do, but they only do it once a day, and we just didn't know
yeah,
about it until it was too late.
yeah. Like they were doing a lavender distillation process that they were doing as we pulled up. We literally drove right by them, and it was only at 6 o'clock that day, and we got there a little late. So
Hmm.
it was, yeah. You just know that most of the stuff only happens once because it's only been open for 5 hours. So
Yeah,
the stuff only happens once
once a
per
day.
day.
Yeah. But another thing that they could definitely improve on is their map, because, like I said, I've been looking at their map a lot since we left, and it looks cute, but it's not accurate at all. So just be prepared to like wander around looking for stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, that's kind of what the festival's about anyway, but it can be
Wandering.
really annoying if there's something specific that you want to do or see, or if you're looking for a bathroom.
Yeah, the bathroom situation here was a joke, honestly. They're all in these
Yeah.
small little like cottages and like hotel rooms.
Yeah, there's like a big hotel that's on the property that isn't actually used as a hotel anymore, but they had bathrooms inside, and I literally went in thinking I was going to get murdered. It was just dark and weird, and I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess this is the bathroom."
Yeah, but they weren't clearly marked and they were not clean, and the bathrooms were not always supplied with like toilet paper and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So honestly, like a line of porta potties would have been better. So point being, just don't wait to find a bathroom until like the last second.
We will wait. It will happen.
Yeah.
So after we ate and found a restroom, we
Mhm.
wandered into one of the lavender fields.
Yeah, and even though most of it hadn't bloomed yet, it smelled great. And the weather was perfect, and the sunset was lovely. It was just a nice, relaxing time.
Yeah, it was super relaxing. It was really nice. We would have done the tractor pulled wagon tour, but it cost $5 extra per person. And with Phoebe's back being injured and our other friend being pregnant, we figured it probably wasn't the best idea anyway.
Well, and the pickup spot is on the wrong place on the map, also. So, but it looks cute. It takes you to see the 1,000-year-old oak tree that's on their property. So it would be a lot of fun to do. Like if you have kids with you, I'm sure they would love it.
You can go to the oak tree without the tour. It's
It's just a
just
walk.
pretty far away. Yeah.
Yeah. But there's also a lavender palette maze that sounds like it would also be fun if you
Yeah.
have kids with you too. But that was in the area that we didn't get to.
Yeah.
We didn't like know it existed until we were leaving.
Yeah. We
So
were just happy to wander through the fields and then head into the shops.
yeah, there's a flower market that has tons of lavender infused products to buy, like honey and candles and beauty products and so on and so forth.
After that, we headed to the lavender bar to grab drinks.
Yeah, we did.
It serves lavender cocktails and a lavender infused cream ale from Garage Brewing in Murrieta.
Yeah, we opted for the beers this time, which were only $5 each, so it was very reasonably priced. But next time, I want to try their lavender mojito.
I will say that cream ale was really good. I really enjoyed it. You can definitely taste the lavender infusion. It was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and they let you walk around with the
Mhm.
drinks if you want to. We saw people walking around in the lavender fields, like with a cocktail in their hand. So I'm all about that vibe.
We also got some lavender cheesecake from the dessert booth, and it was fantastic.
It was so good. It was the best thing I think that we tried there that day.
Yeah. All the booths we visited accepted credit cards, so don't worry about taking a ton of cash, which we both really appreciate.
Yeah, we're all about getting those credit card reward miles and stuff on our travel credit cards. So
Yeah.
I like being able to pay with a card.
Make sure you buy your tickets ahead of time online because they actually cost more at the door and they do sometimes sell out, especially during the real heavy bloom season. It
On the
will sell out.
weekends.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. You also pay for your parking ahead of time
Yeah.
when you buy your tickets. So it's just easier to do it ahead of time for sure.
Yeah. I mean, you're paying a processing fee, but like at the end of the day, you got a guaranteed ticket and it's gonna be cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't stay as long as we could have at the
Yeah.
Lavender Festival because we had a long drive back to LA. So when you go, just make sure that you plan to be there for the full time to make it worth the drive out, because there was a bunch of stuff that we didn't get to see.
123 Farm also offers memberships so you can go multiple times, which would be a good option if you live closer than we do.
Yeah, if we lived closer, I would
I
definitely want to look into it
I would
because
take
it,
advantage of that for sure.
yeah, it especially because you'll get to go back and like take pictures in all the lavender fields. You can explore all of the little nooks and crannies
Yeah.
because there were a lot of like just little things there to
Yeah.
check out.
They have other festivals throughout the year too, including a Lavender Nights festival after the lavender bloom is over, where they decorate the fields with literally 1 million lights.
It looks really pretty. Just from the couple of pictures that I saw, it looks really pretty.
There's also a Christmas Nights festival, a sourdough bread festival, and a sheep shearing festival.
Our friend was so excited about the sheep shearing festival. Me personally, I really want to do this sourdough bread festival.
Yeah,
I'm ready for that.
when we went out, we had just missed both of those. Like they had happened the previous months just before we went out. But definitely down for a sourdough bread festival. Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so their memberships that they offer, well, you can go to the Lavender Festival multiple times, but it will also get you admitted to these other festivals. So if you live closer in the area, it might be worth checking out.
Yeah.
And I'll leave a link in the description to check out all of that information on their website.
You can visit the first link in the description for even more helpful information about this lavender festival, such as ticket and food prices, membership options so you can go multiple times, and directions so you can enter the festival the correct way and avoid the Google Maps confusion that we had.
Yeah. Also, the confusion that is currently listed on their map. So,
Yes.
but it's a great place for a double date or like a family outing, especially if you've always dreamed of seeing the lavender fields of Provence in France, but couldn't afford to go. So this is a great alternative in Southern California.
Make sure you smash that subscribe button, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the Great Wide somewhere.